Joining me now is Republican strategist Tony Delgado. We want to thank you very much for being here. All right, so it sounds like a good deal. Is it too good to be true? Because the president claims the accounts could grow to at least $50,000. So we're talking about a very large benchmark.
Yeah, I mean, this is another investment vehicle similar to a 401k or a Roth IRA, or for children, you had the education fund, right, the 529, where adults and employers can put money away for their children. And honestly, I think a lot of the criticism is just the naming of it, the Trump account. If this was called the Obama account, I feel like all the Democrats would love it.
Right. I mean, we'll see how it goes and how many people. I guess you don't have to take advantage of it, right? You can if you want to.
Well, yeah, any child who was born, I mean, you'd be stupid not to, right? Any child who was born in the next 3 years is going to get $1,000 deposited from the federal government. And then you have all those corporate partners who, if you qualify, if you're making $150,000 or less, are going to match those funds. So it's free money that's going to go into a child's account. It's going to get invested into the stock market, and it's going to compound over time. So it's not really about the $1,000. It's about how much that money can turn into.
Right. And all of it comes ahead of the midterms this year as Trump pushes, his economic agenda. So really, who benefits most from the Trump accounts aside from the child?
Well, the thing that's beneficial is, unlike a 401k or unlike the 529, this has different restrictions. So the accounts that existed in the past, you had to wait until retirement to use the money, right? You had to wait until you're 59 and a half. Or with the educational fund, you only were allowed to use that money towards education. With this, you can use it to start a small business. The children can unlock that money when they turn 18. They can use it to buy a new home, right? So there's more kind of capitalistic uses for the money.
Right, and that's a really important distinction to make. I'm glad you made that, because people need to understand, because some of those other programs, you are locked in to a certain way to spend. I also want to put up some numbers here, because we're talking about our partners at DDHQ who are reporting that Trump's unfavorability is down to 47.3%. Does that concern Republicans at this point? I mean, it does ebb and flow.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of pushback on this administration. There's been a lot of negative press, right? The ICE raids, and there's been all sorts of controversies. The Epstein files, there's been a lot of controversies. But at the end of the day, the American people, what do they care about? They care about wealth and prosperity and leaving a better financial future for their kids. So I definitely think this is a good move.
Yeah, I mean, when we're out on the streets talking to people, whether it's around an election or not, that is the #1 thing that people are talking about. I need to be able to afford going to the grocery store, getting my mortgage paid, getting new tires on the car, whatever the case may be. And I also wanted to ask you about Trump's new pick to replace Jerome Powell as federal chair, because a lot of people are taking a look at this change. We're talking about Warsh balancing the Fed's independence with Trump's demands. Can he do it? How will he do it? What do you think?
Yeah, so there's, again, been a lot of tension between the current Fed chair and this administration, right? There were even talks if it was legal for Trump to fire him, and it looks like that's not going to be possible or be the case. But, at the end of the day, Trump wants to cut rates so that money is easier to acquire, right? Capital is easier to acquire. That means it's easier to get a mortgage. It's easier to buy a home, to start a business, and make money more easy to get and cheaper.
Right. Okay, well, we'll see how it plays out. And I'd asked you about if you don't want the Trump money, there are so many people that there are never Trumpers that say, I don't want anything. Right, so we're going to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at it as Trump money. It's the federal money. It's your tax dollars.
I know,
so
but that's that people see it that way sometimes. But you're right, and it's a program that a lot of people are going to enjoy, invest in, and hopefully profit from in the long run. So, Republican strategist Tony Delgado, I appreciate you being here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.